Meanwhile, Spain has now joined the United Kingdom, France and Italy, countries with the highest death toll in Europe. Both the British mutation as well as the South African variant of the coronavirus are set to become the dominant strains in the nation. The Spain's coronavirus death toll has surged past the 60,000 mark. Another 565 people died in just the last 24 hours, and confirmed cases have risen by over 30,000. The grim milestone came as officials said that Spain appeared to be turning the corner of the third wave, although the death toll has remained stubbornly high. With the infection spreading rapidly across Europe, many countries have been forced into a second or even a third lockdown. But Spain has so far insisted that the restrictions put in place under its state of emergency are sufficient. Meanwhile, residents in Madrid were seen waiting in line to collect food as the coronavirus pandemic continued to hit Spain's economy pretty hard. The food banks across Spain have reported an increase in users since the pandemic hit in the month of March, and various organizations like the Spanish Red Cross, Caritas and also the Spanish Federation of Food Banks have reported an increase in the demand of 50 to 75% pandemic as people have lost their jobs or are experiencing delays due to being furloughed. The number of people registering as jobless in Spain has risen for the fourth straight month in a row in January, as well as to 3.696 million. Now, this had marked a 1.96% increase from December. And Spain has said that it had detected its second known case of infection of the South African variant in the northeastern region of Catalonia, a day after the government decided to restrict air travel with Brazil and South Africa. Meanwhile, in Madrid, authorities have warned that cases of the highly contagious British variant were growing exponentially and it would likely become the dominant strain across the region in a matter of weeks. Furthermore, foreign visitors to Spain plunged by about 77.3% in 2020 from a year earlier as the pandemic and the travel restrictions decimated tourism. Spain received almost about 19 million international tourists last year, down from 83.5 million in 2019, when it was the world's second most visited nation after France. The last time Spain had so few foreign tourists was in the late 1960s. The plunge in the arrivals has hammered Spain's tourism-dependent economy, which contracted sharply by almost about 11% in 2020 in one of the worst results of the Eurozone. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.